Okay. Good morning, folks. Give me a moment. Da. Good tovach, everybody. Welcome. Okay. Sorry. I don't think it's going to work without maybe my phone, and I'm just teaching right now, so can't do it right now. Okay. Welcome, folks. All right, continuing with the mimer, the Hasidic discourse. So, this is what it means, the Sukkah's Teshvu. In Sukkahs, you shall dwell. To dwell in a Sukkah. The first has to be the idea of a Sukkah. Right? Before you can even dwell in the Sukkah, you have to make the Sukkah. Right. And what are we explaining Sukkah is? The idea of makif, encompassing. Right? The uniqueness of this mitzvah is that it encompasses the individual. So, before you can even dwell in it, and bringing this divine indwelling of the transcendence of the divine, you have to make the Sukkah. As actually the verse says, make for yourself a Sukkah. Chag HaSukkos Tasilach. Make a, on the holiday of Sukkot, make for yourself. Make the Sukkah. That there is a mitzvah and making it. And in particular, what is the particular mitzvah of the Sukkah is the schach. That's a hard word to say. Schach. That's the stuff on top, whether it's a bamboo or greenery, right? Um, that you take and you put on top of, that's the mitzvah in particular, because the sukkah is called because of the schach. And interesting that the schach is connected to the Ketores of Yom Kippur. Ketores on Yom Kippur, that was the unique thing that the Kohen Gadol, the high priest, did on Yom Kippur. He went into the Holy of Holies and brought their incense offering inside the Holy of Holies. So just like a cloud encompasses you, right? So likewise, the schach encompasses us. That's the main. In other words, the four walls are not the main part of the mitzvah. It's part of it, of course. You have to have walls. What's considered a proper wall, whatever that the halacha is. But the main part and the main mitzvah is the schach. So schach is encompassing. That's a reflection of Yom Kippur, a continuation from Yom Kippur. It's only 4 days later, or there's 4 days in between rather, Yom Kippur and Sukkot. And furthermore, just as Yom Kippur is a continuation of Rosh Hashanah. So likewise, the schach is related to Rosh Hashanah. Rosh Hashanah, we have a mitzvah to hear 100 voices of the shofar, sounds of the shofar. Not voices, sounds of the shofar, right? Schach is the gematria 100. Samach is 60. Chaf is 20, and the final chaf is also 20, which gives you 20, 20, and 60, 100. 100 blasts of the shofar is the custom that we do on Rosh Hashanah. It actually goes even further. Schach, again, the samach is 60, then you have 20, 20. Well, if you break down the sounds of the shofar, tikiyas, that are the long sound, you have the beginning and the end of each set of blasts. You have 60 of them. Shvarim, that do, 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 do. You have 20 of them. And then you have 20 Troys. Right? So altogether you have 60 broken down from the word itself. So, okay, very, very nice. We have that relationship, but what's the thematic relationship over here? Rosh Hashanah, we draw down from the shofar divinity into this world. As we explained when we learned about Rosh Hashanah, that we draw down also from the makif, the transcendent light of God into this world. Shofar is the what's the word? The new vitality, right? Rosh Hashanah is at the head of the year, so it's a new vitality that's being drawn into this world. That new vitality that's drawn into this world is then hidden. It's hidden. It's not revealed. Just like sound, right, is in a sense hidden. When you hear it in the moment, then it's gone. But specifically because Rosh Hashanah comes on the first day of the month, where the moon was hidden, and there's only a small sliver. Right? When does it come? And also the type of days of Rosh Hashanah and till Yom Kippur, we call them the days of awe, which is also hiddenness. Awe is a restraint within the individual. You like when there's something awesome in front of you, you go, oh, you take a deep breath. You kind of like you're smaller because of what's awesome in before you is so much greater. So your self-expression, in a sense, is you're muted in a way. In when you're in it, you're just like, right? That's your self. It's a self-expression, but it's a more muted one, hidden one. So when Rosh Hashanah happens, in the month is a hidden time, and the expression of the days of awe are hidden. The sounds of the shofar. I mean, we hear them, but it's not out there, so to speak. As opposed to Sukkot. Sukkot is there. The schach remains. And when is Sukkot celebrated? On the 15th of the month, full moon. 15th month is a full moon. And um, and how do we celebrate? Well, Sukkot is a great joy. Well, joy is not a muted self-expression. It's a very open and very revealing self-expression when a person is full of joy. Shekayach. Very revealing. And it's not muted. Very powerful. Okay, so that's the sukkah all by itself. Has this great virtue of, you know, of showing your revealing, revealing also that the schach is revealed, so that the sukkah can't be too high, too tall, because if it is, then it's not revealing. There's a height minimum, maximum. Otherwise, it'd be if you can make a sukkah and it'd be 5 stories high, the schach, the roof that's on top of you would be wouldn't be too revealing. It has to be something that you can see. And then we have that you should dwell in the sukkah, right? In other words, it's not enough having the actual, edifice of the sukkah that we make. That's the first thing, right? Is is that. But then there's the command to dwell in the sukkah, which means that we're dwelling means, as we've learned previously, it means to incorporate that which is beyond you, the schach, the whole now explanation of this is a continuum from Rosh Hashanah, um, to take that the level of transcendence of the divine and to incorporate it from within, to digest it, to make it a part of you, make it your reality rather than something beyond your reality. Right? When you see something awesome, right? The thing that you're seeing is beyond you. That's why it's awesome. Otherwise, we use that word maybe too freely, you know, but think of it in its real sense of the word. So now we have to take that awesomeness, that or not that transcendence, and incorporate it, integrate it within our reality. Others, that divinity, that it should be a part of us. It shouldn't be something beyond us. Something that, again, we explained at great length previously. And this needs to be for 7 days because the mitzvah is to sit in the sukkah for 7 days. Right? What is 7 days? Is the entire cycle of the week. And through this, then, we can come to the holiday at the end of Sukkot, Shmini Atzeres, the 8th day, with Shmini Atzeres, say 8 is also transcendence. Because 7 is the 7 days of the week. That's the cycle of the week. That's also the cycle of creation. Right? 7 divine attributes that God creates every day uniquely with one attribute. Today, first day of the week is Chesed. Tomorrow is Gvura. Third day is Tiferes, compassion, and so on and so forth. And 7th day is Malchus, Shabbos, royalty. Right? So then, where's 8 come in? Because it's called the 8th stop, actually. Shmini Atzeres literally means the 8th stop. The 8th, yeah. So 8 is beyond 7. 7 is, meaning it's transcendent. Number 8 is transcendent. That's also 8 days of Hanukkah, transcendence. And there's a relationship between Shmini Atzeres and Hanukkah because they're both 8, but not for now. And yet, it's Atzeres, stop means to when you stop, you come to a halt. You're dwelling, right? When you're journeying, you're not dwelling. When you come to the stop, then you dwell, right? Then you dwell. Meaning, also internalizing. Also the idea of internalizing. So here we're taking even a higher makif, a higher transcendence than the 7 days of the schach of the sukkah. And on the 8th, we are internalizing the 8th within, and that is the idea is unique on Shmini Atzeres, 7 days of Sukkot. We bring bullocks as offerings, 70 of them that are for the 70 nations of the world. In other words, that the Holy Temple and the offering that's done in the Holy Temple is to bring a protection through the Jewish people for all nations of the world. On Shmini Atzeres, right, to bring the transcendent light, divine light into this world in a way that will bring protection to the nations of the world. And Shmini Atzeres, we just bring one, which is about the connection of the Jewish people to God Almighty. Uniquely one with the oneness of the Jewish people with God Almighty. So we just went through the whole holiday season and seeing a connection between them. On one level, there's so much more that to bring a connection. And we will continue our journey together. I hope it was clear. Okay, amazing. Thank you, folks.
Thank you, Rabbi.